Kipp's Corner. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome, and thank you for joining me. This is the 5K giveaway. Finally, I know my timing is not ideal because it is the holidays, but sorry about that. But I do have both pieces done now. And so what I'm going to do, I'll show them both to you real quick, and then I'll explain how to enter the giveaway. And I'm oddly nervous about this. I don't have a clue why. I don't know. Maybe I'm afraid nobody will want these pieces. I don't know. Anyway, bear with me as I hem-haw through this. Let me show you the mixed media piece first. So this is a 12-inch circle, obviously, and it's a wood base. The beads on the inside here are also wood, so the whole thing started off as just a plain wood base. Got texture, modeling paste through a stencil. There's chipboard. These curved pieces are chipboard pieces. Watch part pieces, metal, some metal flowers, butterfly. This is an optometrist test lens. Some rusty washers, though you can't see the rust anymore. Some, these are this, and this, I think are all Tim Holtz metal pieces. The knob. This is an old drawer pull, from an old cabinet. And then the owl is poured resin, water-based resin. It's all been colored. The background is a sage. It's called green gray. It's kind of a sage green. A little darker on the outside edge, lighter on the inside, and then metallic wax throughout in gold, I believe, is the color I used. And then the owl was colored with sprays, browns. Okay, that's that one. The back has a hanger already on it, and I will sign it. I'll sign the back of it. So that's the mixed media piece. That's the first one. Second piece is this journal. This started out being, I was going to do sort of antique toys theme, but it ended up being just an eclectic mix of stuff. So yeah, so it's a hidden curved spine. The outside, it's a hardcover journal. The outside is this sort of it's kind of like a chenille, and then some rusty fabric, metal corners on all four corners. The back is just plain with the fabric going all the way across. Then on the top, there is the wooden piece here is the lid to an old cigar box, fabric, measuring tape. These are stamps. This is a really old metal button. The frozen Charlotte, she's wired on, but she's also glued on, so she's not going anywhere. And then she's sitting on a piece of cantha cloth. Then we've got corrugated cardboard, a little bit of handwriting from an old journal, some paper fasteners, more of that fabric, and the sari silk. The sari silk, I kind of hem-hawed about what to use because this is actually blue, not green. I thought it worked, but it's easy to replace if the recipient doesn't like it. Okay, standard knob closure, push down, pop off. These are my favorite kinds of closures. They're just so easy. You don't have to untie the bow, but if your journal does get thicker on you, you can loosen it. If you take pieces out, you can tighten it. So it's just, I think, a nice all-around good closure. All right, on the inside. So the inside front cover and the inside back cover both have a vintage handkerchief as the pocket. The background papers on both, that's just from I don't even remember, an older digital kit that I had that I printed out, sewing around the edge. Inside here we have, this is a mixed media tag that I made. I think I have a video on this one. These paper pieces, the circle punches, those are all from the kit I used, which is from Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos. And it comes printed, already printed for you. And so there's, I don't even know how many pages this had, probably at least 30, if not 40. I didn't even use all of it, so I can do more later. I really loved the coloring. You'll see throughout, it's just an eclectic sort of antique pieces on each of the pages. So fun kit. Let's see, watch parts here. This is a pocket watch face, and it came to me with the green grunge already on it. So I didn't do anything to that other than glue it down. Solid green back, and that's the tag. So I've just got that slipped in there. And then this is just an old Peevely Super Test Dairy Products address book. A couple addresses in the front, but most of it is empty. And then blank pages, memorandum pages in the back. Thought that was just a cute little piece to add in there. Okay, 5 signatures in this. The first page of every signature and the center page of every signature, I used that kit. Then on some of the pages, I have this rusty fabric. It's just on here haphazardly on purpose with some 2 different kinds of thread, like some mending lines here, wonky, totally intentional. Then there's some of the pockets. I used another older digital kit, just some kind of creepy photos, antique pieces and things like that. This has some book page on it, some more of that fabric measuring tape. Then in here, we've got a Russian tea card that says "At Once Together." And another tag that I made, I think from the same video, so back a few videos. This is just 2 pieces of paper weaved. The printed page is from Patty's kit, and then the other is just a solid green. This is a digital from an old children's game, Across the Sea, and right here in the center there's some vintage beeswax. There you go. And then another watch, another pocket watch face that I did not do anything to, and some more of that measuring tape. Just a solid back in the background. And that's that tag. This is just tea-dyed paper. This is it's kind of a watercolor paper that I just love. I love the color of that. Blank ledger paper, a lot of blank pages throughout this journal. I really just wanted it to have lots of space for the recipient to do their own thing, either write or play or add pictures or whatever they wanted to do. I also added a few pages from an old German, this is rag paper, so it's just really soft and bendable. It's from an old German book. Lots of really pretty foxing on it as well. Then there are a couple, 3 of these tabs, and the idea for this tab comes from my friend Angie Garcia. I'll put her link below too, but Angie is also a maker, and she's got a video on how to make these. It was probably, it's probably been 1.5 years or so now. I used an old rusted safety pin and just some fabric pieces and some old buttons. So there's a couple of them throughout. When I use the rusted pieces like this, I coat them with glossy accents so that rust is sealed in. So that's a tab. Here's the center spread. And then more of the same throughout the back pages. Okay. This is a belly band made from the kit. There's little brads in all 4 corners. You probably can't see them. It's little tiny guys. So you can see maybe there. Maybe you can see that. And then behind that, I have an old advertising card, and this is for soap, the best bar soap made, Acme. Be careful, Willie, don't fall. So Willie's getting ready to fall down the well. And then Lassie's probably right over here getting ready to say, okay, anyway, sorry, I'm aging myself. Okay, and then this is a journaling card. This stamp in the background is from Tracy Fox, her Creative Expressions line that she released. And then there's some faux vintage tape, a little bit of fabric. And then the what is that called? Victrola is a mold I have. So it's poured with resin, also colored black. And then there's gold metallic wax on top of that. So I thought that was kind of cute. And it's got some dimension, but it's actually not too bad. Blank on the back so that you can journal on it. And then that's the end of the first signature. Second signature, we've got a vertical pocket here, and inside that is a bingo card and a couple of postcards. This one is called The Girl with Kittens. It's not dated. It was after well, the painting was done in 1810, but that's the only date on here. And then this is another card. Might be German. Don't know my language very well, but I just thought that silhouette was adorable with the little children. And it's from, I think this says 14 April 25. So 14th of April, 1925, I think. It is in another language, so I have no idea what it says. Those are in there. This is just a textured paper. This is also a very textured paper. It looks kind of like it's somebody, you know, wadded it up, and it's really nice texture. And this is the index page from the beginning of a ledger, an old ledger. It's got a green kind of tint to it and lots of grunge on that. More German page, more ledger paper. This is dyed paper. In here, this is an old, just a bag. It's kind of a cellophane bag attached with vintage, not vintage, faux vintage tape, and then a card, kind of, it's almost like a bookmark that I made. This girl is from one of the pages on the kit, and I've added the Tim Holtz, what is it, clear crackle paint, I think is what it's called now. He changed the name of it, so I don't remember, and it's got just this texture on the front. I put a very thin coat on it, and it's not even, so it just gives it this old look. I dirtied it up. I sanded a little bit around the edges, scraped off a little, and so, yeah, so that's that. This is a metal signal up at the top. To my knowledge, they're not made anymore. They were originally used in filing systems to color code files and things like that, back when everything we did was paper. And this is an old milk cap with a little rooster on it. I thought he was adorable. The back of that is also plain. So those two can just slip into the little cellophane pocket. And this pocket expands, so you could put more in here if you wanted to. Oops, the rooster's upside down. More of the next center spread. There's just more of this fabric, kind of, like I said, haphazardly thrown on here. Tea-dyed ledger, German page, more ledger, more of the textured papers. Here's another pocket. This is just an old, looks like an old key. There's some rusted fabric here, some paper fasteners on here. And then this is a blank check for processed foods. This is another advertising card for chocolate and cocoa from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and it's cut out, and it's like the front and the back. I thought that was just adorable. And then a transport mileage ration from 1934. It's empty, but the piece itself is kind of fun. Not quite 100 years old. And then here's the next signature. And we have another pocket here. This is a doorway. It looks like somebody created sort of a stage for a puppet. It's kind of what that looks like. Just got a few little pieces added on here, a little brad, some pieces from an old spine from a book, from gutting a book. Then in here we have a Marblehead Guernsey Dairy receipt. Another advertising card for this one. I don't know what it's for. It's French. Yep, Paris. But I do not know what that says. And then a little tag I made, a little choo-choo train down here on the bottom. It's also got the vintage beeswax embossing powder on it, and that vintage beeswax comes from Seth Apter. Love that stuff. Some dyed cheesecloth. This is a page from kind of like a diary, a handwritten diary that I have that's really old, and then that's rusted fabric at the top, just stapled on there, blank on the back. So those pieces are in that pocket. More of the same papers and pages throughout. I kind of consistently used the same pieces in each signature, just so that you could write on them and play with them, and like I said, just have fun. Here's the second safety pin tab. The center spread here. I think I said this. I love the color of this digital, these printouts. Not digital. Came pre-printed. Okay, more. This green. And more of the same. So lots of empty space, lots of pockets. This is just an old little teddy bear. There's a metal piece on here. It kind of looks like a jack, you know, from Jack's the Game, which was pretty much gone. So I'm not that old when I was little. But anyway, that's what that's from. Book spine, a little piece of fabric. It kind of looks like the fabric came from him, that's what he was made of. So that's why I did that. And then inside this pocket, there is another tag from another children's game face. Goosey Goosey Gander. Some fabric, some more spine, a little bit of hand stitching, some paper fasteners. The piece in the back here is from an embossing folder that's measuring tape, and then just the topper up there. And this is another little advertising card. It's a harp with a lady on front. It's from Kinney Brothers, and an old ticket. So those are just slipped into that pocket. Oops, don't go all the way back there. Come back. Okay, and there's the next signature. Love this paper. More of it. More of the same in this signature as well. Here's another pocket. This is a double pocket. It's got an advertisement for a dollhouse on the front, and this first smaller pocket has another vocabulary card, to smile, to laugh, and that is, I think, the German word. And this is just a little tag with a topper. What are those called? A spinning top stuck in there. And then back here we have another advertising card. It might be French as well. Yes, I believe it is. I see homes and infants. So advertising card for probably a store, and then a blank receipt. Those are both tucked in there. And that's the center spread of that signature. Here's another pocket, more spine piece, a little book page back here. And then inside we have another blank receipt, just for fun, and a tag with a rocking horse on it, some old fabric, some book spine pieces, another paper fastener, and then this is a textured background. And just red on the back to go with the rocking horse. Let's get to the next pocket. Oops. Here's the beginning of the next signature. And this pocket is just made, this is just a piece of chipboard that's been painted, colored, rusted, just lots of layers of stuff put on it. And then inside that we have another blank check, very pretty, and another blank receipt, and a leather tag that says antiques. Green leather tag, just plain on the back. There you go. This is handwritten ledger, part of it. I don't see a date on that. More of that handmade paper. I love this paper. I love the color of this paper more than anything. More German book page. Here's another pocket with, down here there's more from a spine of a book. A little watch face stuck on there. And if I remember, does this move? No. A little watch face stuck on there. Here's another vocabulary card. I believe this one is French. Yes. And it is to play a game, to play an instrument. A little journaling card here with some antique keys on the front. The wonky stitching is intentional. So that's, and then a postcard. This postcard is funny. It's from 1921, I think is what that says. And it says rush letter or wire and allay my suspense, won't you? And then it's signed Dad. And then on the back it says, we haven't had a line this week, so get busy and write to the same address. So Dad is sending Miss RL a note telling her to write. So I thought that was funny, cute. And then these just slip in here. like so. There's the center spread on that signature. And here's the third tab made with a rusted safety pin, some fabric pieces, an old button. And that button is really old. It's really thin too. And more of the same. More of the same. And there we go. Then in the back, there is the second pocket. And I've got back here, this is a card. This is adorable. Little puppy dog sitting in front of the fan. And on the back, it says, life's a breeze when you're sitting by an old fan. And it's made by Hall Bark. It's gone to the dogs. So just a cute older postcard, blank card on the inside. Just tuck that back there. And then this is just a little glassine bag with some tickets inside to play with. Just got this tucked there. And that is the journal. So, all right. Now, let's talk about how you enter. Okay. To enter to win, all you have to do is be a subscriber to my channel. But please don't get mad at me for saying this, but don't be a person that subscribes just for the giveaway and then unsubscribes later. That's yeah. Be a subscriber, a legit subscriber, I should say. Comment on this video, and that's it. Today is December 22nd. I will come back on December 31st, New Year's Eve, at noon Central Standard Time. I will come back on, and I will do a random picker from the comments that have been received to date, and that will be the end of the giveaway. And I'm going to draw 2 names. One name for the journal and one name for the mixed media piece. It is open to international subscribers. I feel like, you guys deserve a chance to win as well. So it doesn't matter where you live. So this is open to international subscribers as well as those, of course, in the United States. And then I will draw a name. Then I'll, on the video, the next video that posts on January 31st at noon, not January, December. Goodness, my brain is already in January. December 31st, December. On that video, I'll draw the names, and then the person will have 3 days to contact me, and then we'll get them shipped off. If for some reason the 2 names that I draw don't see the video, don't contact me within a certain amount of time, that 3 days, then I'll come back on and draw again. So we'll just keep doing that until finally we get 2 winners. Hopefully we don't have to keep doing that, but that'll be the way it's set up. So more to come on December 31st, not January, December 31st. Meanwhile, as you see this video, make sure you are a subscriber. Add a comment below. Go ahead and throw in a like because YouTube likes. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. And good luck, and I'll be back. Thank you. Bye-bye.